baby. 3, 2, 1.
Hello guys, Tuner back again. This week we got a review of the brand new PC Engine game, FX Unit Yuki. This is a game made by Saro Studios or Saro Productions. I see down Saro Pro at the bottom. It's a cool little platform game. Basically, I'll show you the start. The idea of this game is that she's Yuki. She wants a game and she wants a job in the game industry. She gets a job. She ends up getting trapped in the game, and then she's got to play different games and go through the levels. And she's got to try and make things better. And there's an opposite company who's got the same sort of person trapped inside, who's trying to make things bad too. So you end up going through like levels representing different games from the past, which is pretty cool. You got in the options. You got difficulty. You got normal, hard, insane, or easy. All that does is basically just give you extra lives. Audition plays the music. The music in this game is pretty fantastic. To the point that I think the music's pretty amazing. The guy who did the music did a fantastic job. So we'll start it off. So the first stage is a training stage, just to get used to the controls. There's a lot of text boxes telling you the story and stuff, but you can press select to skip them. I say there is intro cutscenes in between each level, but I won't show you that because they do take a while. Basically, you can down punch, which you'll pretty much never use because the stand hits down as well, and you can jump, but you do get power-ups along the way. You can get a charge shot, you can get a slide, which is quite cool, and you can get a double jump. Playability wise, yeah, it plays alright. You know, you can jump, you can come back off jumps and stuff, which is quite cool. The slide mechanic works pretty well. The double jump feels fantastic. Done a really good job of that when you do finally get it. And the charge shot is useful basically. So I'm going to skip this bit. I say, as this is a training level, you can literally die as many times as you want. This game does throw, as you'll see in it, does throw a lot of enemies who fly straight around the screen and fly straight at you. But lucky enough in the training level, they don't actually hit you. In later levels they will though, and that will become a little bit of annoyance later on, unfortunately. I did do a demo, I did review the demo of this, and I did point out a lot of the things I thought this game had problems with, and I think Saro actually looked at my video, because they did fix a lot of the problems that I mentioned. But there's still a few annoyances left in this game, but my joypad. I think my button needs a clean on my pad. Right, those things on screen will fire lasers at you. It's not a good idea to leave lots of them on screen, so I'm just gonna... because you will get sort of overrun by them on the screens. Like I say, it's a training level, so it doesn't really matter if you die anyway, but... so this is just getting you used to the jumping in the game. I'm gonna kill that. I'm not gonna bother killing that guy. May as well dodge him if I can. Why not? Yep, that's me dead. Good start, dying in the training stage. Like I said, you can do this training stage as much as you want. Resets in this game, when you die, sometimes they start you right back at the beginning of the level, which can be a little bit annoying. And other times it'll start you back where you die. It's a bit random, basically. This is where this charge shot comes in useful. Yeah, it's a bit random sometimes, and sometimes it almost seems like they've done it to make bits harder. Right, you can't get past this bit until you charge up. Right then, let's get into the proper game now. I say the levels are based on various games from the past. Like there's a Lords of Thunder level. There's a level that looks like it comes from Download, which is a shoot 'em up. There's almost like a Wonder Boy level, which is coming up next. There's a Castlevania one. It's pretty cool, and they got a level that looks like it's based on Cotton, but I'm not sure if it actually is. I do like the way the game does take the piss out of itself here. It tells you by ear, and it tells you about the program. See, the program's making, it's gone haywire. And he said, man, the graphics suck in this game. It's just really 16-bit. It's just quite funny, it takes a piss out of itself. I say the graphics do get better. They start off like a very old school looking games, and then it's like a multiple palette scrolling, and sort of nicer graphics in the background. I can see that the music in this game is brilliant. Right, this is first annoyance in this game is these bees. I mentioned this about the demo. These bees are literally put in places to hit you out of jumps unless you know they're there, and it is really frustrating. Like there's one there. If you don't do that, there's another one by you as well. If you don't hit those things, you will basically get knocked in the water and you die, which will become very frustrating when you first play this game until you start realising what all this stuff actually is. Sometimes it's almost better to jump off a platform, jump backwards just to spawn the bee, to kill the bee first before you actually jump. I'm starting to get a bit better at this game now as well. When I first played it, it was quite hard to do this level. I say that, as far as I know, I think there is 8 levels in the game. I've managed to get to level 7 on 1 credit. I say the game starts off reasonably easy. It gets harder as it goes along, but that is a nasty point. That is with those 2 bees. Unfortunately, the game does become, especially the later levels, becomes very annoying. There's loads and loads of enemies at you, the fire at you and everything, and they become very, very, very difficult to dodge. To the point on level 6, which is like a Mega Man level, there's a lot of enemies everywhere, so you have to continuously charge shot to kill them, because otherwise if you hit them with a sword, they take, I don't know, maybe 2-3 hits. One charge shot and they're dead. So you have to continuously charge shot all the time, and there's a lot of sections on that level which literally you're better off just, there's so many enemies on there and they're so hard to kill, you're better off just running past them, which is how we managed to do the level. Right, this is the first level where my charge shot is going to be coming very, very handy. Say this level's got some nice water effects, some nice palette scrolling. There are mid-bosses and actual bosses in the game as well. Charge shotting is a bit weird. Sometimes charge shotting will hit mid-bosses and bosses, and then other times charge shotting won't hit them, even though it looks like it. So you can basically fight a boss for ages, and charge shot, nothing will happen. And then you'll find out then that enemy will take literally like maybe 3 or 4 slashes. Can be a little bit annoying sometimes when you're doing that. I say, I'm not going to play too far into this game because I don't want to show you everything, even though I have done a couple of Let's Plays on this when I first had it. Right, this is my second power up now, which is the slide, which you can actually hit through enemies as well, which is quite cool. Like I can get to the mouse with it. So a lot of these levels are quite tricky to do the first time you do them. Say the blocks you've got to blow up. Literally, I think once you've done this level, that's it. You never see any blocks you've got to blow up again. You want to kill that bat, because he will cause you problems otherwise. Right, but there, kill the frogs. Almost up to our first boss though. Right, here we go, the first boss. This is the girl from the other alternative company, the one who's there trying to make things bad for you. She's quite easy. You basically wait for a slash, jump over, slash, jump, slash. So jump over with his hits, jump, slash. Over, jump, slash. She does make a reappearance later on in the game as well. She's a little bit harder the next time you fight her, but there is a little bit of a glitch which you can basically kill her pretty fast. That level is based, when she comes back into it, is based on Bonk or PC Kid, and the boss on it is like a giant remote control car type thing. And if you guys get a little bit stuck in that, what you want to do is stand right in the far left hand corner, charge shot, shoot the car as it comes. Well, it's off screen as it's coming towards you. Double jump over it and slash, and then when the car blows up, she jumps out of it. She can be really hard to deal with, but if you just stay in the corner, she lands on the floor, slashes, hits you once, then jumps on you, and then she just jumps up and down in the corner, and because you're right in the middle of a sprite, you can't hit you. So you can pretty much stay in that corner for as long as you want. So I think I'll show you up to the Castlevania level, which was in the original demo. The Castlevania level is the one where you actually get your double jump. This is the level which looks like it's based on Cotton, but I think Saro actually made a game a while ago which looks like Cotton, which pretty much looks like this. So I think this is actually based on a level that he made. I do have a little bit of a problem with the shooting level. Stuff comes at you extremely fast, and there's a blue enemy, that one over there, that comes to the bottom of the screen. If you don't hit that enemy, he jumps up, and literally there's no dodging it at all. So your best bet on this level is pretty much get the double shot like I got now, and just hang around the bottom of the screen and just go up every now and then to get your energy. See, there's our blue enemy. He jumps so fast that there's no dodging it. So I just hang on the bottom of the level with the double shot. Like I couldn't shoot him in. I mean, she's looking a bit crap. I say there's a lot of enemies in this game that do sort of jump out on you when they jump in and things like that, so it is quite a lot of memorization to remember where these enemies are, so you don't get caught by them every time you they jump out. Yep, that blue enemy again. If you don't kill that, there's no dodging it. That was a bad move. Make sure, see if I can get past this level. Right, no more blue enemies now, which is quite cool. Oh, then again, I'll take it all back. There is blue enemies. So the original demo we chucked out, which pretty much ended on this boss. And I still think you can download the demo. I don't know, there was a download, you could just burn it to CD and play it. which is pretty cool. They chucked the demo out. So the graphics are quite nice in this game. They're getting better as the game goes along. The graphics get nicer and nicer. Boss is a little bit tricky to dodge. He's gonna ram me now, so probably just better off to stay here, tank the actual damage, and then swap sides. That's it, it's dead. That's the cotton sort of level over with.
Oh, right.
Right then, this is the Castlevania level. I'll play a little bit of it just to show you, and then we'll end the review then. So this is obviously based on the original NES Castlevania, with a lot more enemies on screen at once. Music's really good in this level as well. There is some Castlevania sub-bosses on this level, which is cool. With a giant bat coming up at the end. Nope. Right. Easiest way to kill this sub-boss is pretty much power charge, wait for it to come back up the other side, power charge, and hopefully you'll be dead. Yeah. You can slide into it, but you'll get hit. So the next part of this level is you can walk up and down staircases like you can in Castlevania. Well, they didn't program these staircases in particularly too well because they're an absolute nightmare. How would you think you go up those staircases? Push diagonal like you would in Castlevania? No, you got to push up to go up them, which is a bit weird. But what does is sometimes, if you're at an odd angle like that, you'll go up the stairs at a weird angle, and if that happens, you can actually fall off it, and you can fall through the stairs, which is a bit of a bummer. But what we'll do, I'll probably end the review by here because it'll end up being about an hour review otherwise, which will be a bit horrendous. So anyway, guys, that is FX Unit Yuki on the PC Engine. I say this is a brand new game made by Sarah Studios. I'll put a link on the review so you can go to the website and have a look. It's not a bad little game. It's not brilliant. I think the music is a hell of a lot better than the actual game, to be honest. I've been playing it, and it's quite reasonably fun to play, but there is loads of annoying bits in it, and especially later on in the game just gets really frustrating and annoying later on, especially but if you see for yourself, you get to the Mega Man level, nightmare. You're better off just jumping over all the enemies and ignoring them all because it's just way too hard. You just get killed in the end, you get drawn down, you lose your lives. But apart from that, it can be reasonably fun to play. Graphics are not bad on it, they get nicer and nicer as you play through the game. Playability wise, like I said, the double jumping which you get on this level plays really nice, and the slide is quite useful. But all in all, yeah, it's not a bad little game. I have had a bit of fun with it, and I probably will end up carrying on playing it and see if I can one credit it. Like I said, I think there's 8 levels, and I've managed to get to most of the way through level 7 on 1 credit so far. And that has been after a lot of playing of mine because there's a lot of frustrating bits. So as a review, I would say the game is $49, I believe, which if you live in the US, 40 quid. Alright, it's a new game, it's pretty cool, but if you live in the UK like I did, you have to import in, you get caught with your import tax. It does work out quite expensive. I know that's not the game's fault, it's just the way tax works, but I ended up paying, I think it was 18 quid import tax on top of it, plus the postage to the UK, plus the actual game itself. So I think the game probably cost me about 70 quid, which, you know, is a bit of an ask really for 70 quid for this. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Like I said, I think the music's amazing. I'm only going to give it a 6 because it is quite frustrating at times, and there's quite a few bugs in the game as well, and it is fun to play, but it's not amazing. And you know, best to have a look at some videos if there's somebody's done a playthrough of it, and decide for yourself whether you'd want to buy it. I wouldn't put anyone off buying it, mate, because you know it is reasonably good fun, and it's a brand new PC Engine game, which literally I don't think I've played a brand new PC Engine game for 18 years, maybe 19 years, maybe the last time I bought one, which is probably one of the games at the end of the PC Engine's life. So yeah, it's a new game, but yep, 6 out of 10, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Like I said, you know, have a watch the review, see what you think yourself. If you do fancy it, give it a go. Why not? But I will try and 1 credit it. But like I said, it does get tricky and a little bit annoying towards the end. But anyway, that's the FX Unit Yuki, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review, and say brand new PC Engine game. Hope you enjoyed that. Right, I'll see you next time. Ta-da!